Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to another Mountain Blade mod spotlight video. Today we are diving in and taking a look at the agricultural estate mod. This is a pretty simple mod, so it's going to be a short video, but a mod I definitely think is interesting to go ahead and implement into your next campaign. What this mod allows you to do is it goes ahead and gives you really a reason to go to all these villages, takes a look at them, allows you to invest in them, buy land, and import your slaves into them to work for fields, make money. And it's actually a really fun early game expansion where you can actually have a little bit more excitement in that early game because you're having to guard villagers and make sure that they don't get overrun by bandits. And also, I know a lot of people do kind of struggle in the early game to go ahead and actually have that income to field these large armies. I think a lot of newer players definitely struggle with that. So this is a great mod again because I think it does give you a decent amount of money. So as you can see, whenever you go into a city, you can see right here you have this tab right there called land management. If you click that, it will open up this really nice UI which kind of basically has everything you need right here. So at the top you have these land plots. I believe there's 10 in every single city. It would be kind of cool if they did diversify, like maybe making some of the cities, say if we go all the way up in the north of Sturgia, make these cities kind of really barren in the winter, and obviously in the summer, maybe they do have a few more plots available, but I believe it is just 10 available plots and then also 20 undeveloped plots. So if I was to go ahead and buy one of these, I'll spend 800 gold to go ahead and grab this, and then all of a sudden what you'll see down here is now we are producing. So right now we are not working this land because we do not have anyone to work it. I'm gonna have to go off and get some slaves, capture some prisoners, come back here and work this. However, I'm still making money because I'm renting the land to people who are working it, which is really nice. However, if I was to come back here and I was actually go ahead and actually drop off some prisoners here, then they would start working it. I would lose that money from the renting the land, and I would actually go ahead and start making money as they would start to produce stuff. You can also buy undeveloped land right here. There's 20 available. However, this is going to take time to go ahead and actually develop and make into a land plot. You can go ahead and upgrade right here, clicking the land clearance button, and then that will start to upgrade it. What I'll do actually really quickly, actually I can do it on camera, you guys don't mind, I'm sure. If I go campaign, add _ gold, and I go ahead and just give myself a ton of gold. Boom, just like that. Then I can show you guys a bit more. So if I was to buy some undeveloped lands right here, say I'll buy 2, and then I go ahead and hit land clearance, and then all of a sudden you'll see down here that our current production is going ahead and developing this land. And if you hover over it, you can see it costs you 2 grand, and then when it is done, it takes 240 hours in game, and then when it's done, it will then be another land plot. So obviously you're going to want to go ahead and buy all of this stuff first, and then you're going to want to go ahead and go down. So that was what, 8,000 gold to buy all that land plot. So cheaper than a workshop, and it's already making me 140 gold, and I don't have anyone working on it. If I was to have 100 slaves working on my land, I'd be making an absolute ton of money, which is a really nice way. As well as that, you can also increase patrols as well. So these slaves that you do, or these prisoners, I should keep on saying, these prisoners do have a chance of actually escaping from your farmland. So if you do need to go ahead and improve that, you can see obviously you're going to want to go ahead and improve these patrols. And again, if you click add to queue, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and go into this production queue. So once the land clearance is done, they'll then start working on that. Obviously, they'll also be producing stuff, and all that stuff will be going into your stockpile. You'll see it whenever your prisoners do go ahead and harvest the fields or whatever. All your stuff will be here in this stash, and you'll be able to take it. I believe as well as that, you can also go ahead and sell this stuff to market as well. So I can go ahead and click this, and this will automatically buy bandit prisoners from parties whenever they come to the village itself, which again is really nice. So it means I don't have to constantly micromanage my prisoners. Whenever anyone with prisoners comes to here, my land will buy it, and obviously that'll be deducted from my income from this section right here. Yeah, and as well as that, obviously you can also sell your goods that your prisoners produce on your fields as well, and that will go into a stockpile. And then obviously you can also go ahead and improve your stockpile. This costs 2,000 gold to go ahead and do it. It'll improve your stockpile by 500, so basically double your stockpile right off the bat. So I imagine that's probably a pretty important one to do. So really exciting stuff obviously as well right here. As I mentioned, you can go ahead and sell your goods to market It does say that places will tend to offer less, so it'll be more efficient for you personally to go in and do that. You can also notice, I'm not sure if this is a UI bug or if this is something that the modder has done on purpose to let you know where you have your own land clearances. But yeah, another resource icon comes here. Maybe it's like a residual bug because like the village is producing wheat and then I am also producing wheat here because I own other fields along these lines. Which is good. And obviously, if you go down here as well, you can see that I'm currently renting from unused land. I'm making 144 gold right there. So you can see that, and that's quite a lot of money, that was cheaper than buying a workshop, and it's already making me maybe a little bit less than some good workshops, but making me way more than some bad workshops. And again, I can go to any city I want. I can go and I also should probably recruit some soldiers so I don't die to these bandits who are about to attack me. I can go to any city. I can go ahead and go to land clearance and start buying some. I think it would be really fun and kind of important actually to the mod to maybe have a cap on how much land you can own over Cal Radio, because 800 gold is pretty cheap, honestly. And if you're someone who is fairly good at the game, you could end up spending a lot of money. Like about 10 hours in, I have about 50k. If I was to go around and buy like 6 or 7 fully upgraded plots of land, I'd be making an absolute ton of money. And I'd be able to kind of really dominate it. As well as if we just jump into a battle quickly as well. Or we won't jump into a battle, but I'll auto-resolve it. And I'll show you the money you make from actually defeating, from actually putting prisoners inside of your stuff. So if I just do this, we're bound to capture someone. Yeah, we got 1 prisoner. There's also some more over to the right-hand side as well. So I'll just teleport over here. Surprise! I am here. Actually, they might defeat me. Maybe we'll actually have to fight this one. Screw it. We'll just triple speed it. I'm sure you guys, if you have, most of you guys probably already have your full fill of the video, so you guys probably don't need to stick around. But those of you who want to see how much money you make when you do put slaves in, then this is definitely the to stick around here. But there's actually some pretty good soldiers as well. I do have a handful of mods on, so that's probably why. I don't think I have Cal Radio expanded on, but I do have a few other mods on, and that's probably why these bandits are actually pretty scary. That's good though. Let's make sure we don't die there. Block that one off quite nicely. Yeah, and our dudes are cutting them down perfectly. Nice. Lots of kills though will obviously knock this guy out. That's why we have a mace. And it's also a good idea to like get yourself a blunt weapon early on. I always remember that used to be a major thing I used to do in every Bannerlord every Warband campaign was, first thing you do is you get a blunt weapon because it was just so effective at getting prisoners, and that's how you made most of your money. So cool, we got a couple more prisoners, which is great. And now if we go back to our land up here, and we go over into it, and we obviously drop off the prisoners, so we go to management, we drop off our 3 prisoners, and we just leave, and now you'll see that we are now working the land, and maybe a day has to go by. Just wait here quickly for a day to go by, and you'll see that we should now be making money from working the land. Actually, we're not. Okay, so yeah, actually that's pretty completely it. So we're now no longer renting the land, we're now working on it, which means we're now going to be producing goods rather than making money from it. You can also see as well that the slave decline, so there's a 5% chance I guess we'll lose a slave. Maybe that's due to overwork, maybe that's due to them being released, whatever. And you can see the percentage of what we're using on our land as well right here. Luckily there is no revolt risk either, so we're actually pretty good. And you can see exactly what we're producing. So right now we're producing 0.01 of a cow, 0.03 of a sheep, 0.06 of a hog, and then we're getting free grain every single day. So I'll build up, and again, if you're off on your crusades, you're off on conquering land, that's going to definitely add up, and especially if I leave it just like a day or two, you'll definitely see that you will quite easily, end up racking up a lot of goods, and you can end up going back to these towns. Oh yeah, also as well, something I should mention is there is also a bunch of, I believe right here, there are a few actual added bonuses here as well. Yeah, right here, there's a handful of traits. I'm not sure exactly where all of them are, but there are also traits in the skill tree as well. Right here, you can see agricultural estates. Estates in villages that are primarily producing horses have a 10% chance of increasing their slave output. So it's kind of cool. So there's probably a bunch of them kind of scattered around. I imagine probably Stewardship probably has a few bonus ones in there that you can find. But yeah, it's really cool that, you know, the mod has taken the time to, you know, add some into the skill tree, which is really, really cool. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video today. Hopefully you guys got a good idea about this mod. Obviously, I'll link it down below in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. Let me know in the comments if there's any other mods you want me to take a look at. And obviously, go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below if you did enjoy. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and fish out.